Hello there. I didn't see you. Welcome to my stream. I hope you guys are doing good. It has been a great week, and today we're gonna make it even better. Today I will be streaming Dungeons and Dragons in a homebrew setting. This is a world that I've taken liberties inspired by different source material, if I may say. And I have my friends playing with me. We're gonna jump in the middle of the campaign.
The form made him
Like,
have kidney
Fucking
stones.
rude,
Hello
really.
guys.
Very rude form.
It's like alam mo yung I'm updating my
Pagka-submit mo pa lang, no?
Yeah, I'm updating my passing pass. It's like, oh, calculate your BMI. Okay, click obese. Fucking rude.
So rude.
Bam! Kidney stones. Yeah, that's how it...
I seem to have jumped into a very interesting conversation. Hello
Oh,
everyone. Hello,
Are you
I
still here?
returned. I am
hello.
live.
We were
I thought
just
you're
talking about
I thought your stream
Kasim's kidney stone.
still.
And your obese
It's
tagging
very interesting.
as classified by the Department of Health.
Yeah.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us get started. Interesting things have happened and interesting things are about to happen even more. So, let me give a quick recap of what happened last time. Last time, after the party witnessed the death of a god, or possibly two gods, you're still not sure. You've decided to take a break from all that madness and just, have a chill session, hang out, buy some stuff, talk to people, and that you did. You spoke to Bjorn, your adventuring counselor, about the death of Inari and the events that happened at her house. You also updated Jamie, your superior officer in the House of Amaterasu, the same things. And then you went to your good friend Tasha Igwilv to buy some magical scrolls and magical items and ask her to find certain magical items for you, hoping that she would...
And tattoos! Don't forget
Oh
the
yes,
tattoo.
and you got a very nice tattoo.
Hopefully on my forehead, but, I'm an adult now, so...
Forehead.
Yeah, why not? During that time, something was happening in front of the Adventurers Guild, which you guys have at first completely ignored. You heard noise there. Apparently, there was a protest happening, being led by this person named Stierbjorn, and they were fighting for change within the city. They were asking
We tried
for...
so hard to ignore, but we got caught up in it anyway.
Can't really avoid that. Yeah, so after you engaged with them, you found out that the protesters were fighting for the Adventurers Guild and the Pantheon to do something about the poverty and the famine situation in the city. And Stierbjorn, seeing you guys as capable adventurers, has asked for your help to look for some missing protesters who were kidnapped by other adventurers who had opposing views. That was where the session would have ended, but you guys decided to head over to one more stop. Your good friend Amatsumara, the god of blacksmiths, who you've in the past you got some magical, quote-unquote, magical weapons from him, to find his workshop empty, but his furnace was still running and there were signs of a scuffle, and if it weren't for Dandelion's acute perception, you would not have noticed that something may have gone wrong.
I wouldn't say acute perception, but sure.
Yes. So, this is where we find you guys. You're currently in Amatsumara's workshop. The furnace is still running. You just realize that, oh shit, maybe something happened to our friend. What should we do? What are you guys doing?
Stop writing that note. He might not be coming back.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
kasi, Because he was in the middle of writing a note to, hey, we were here, come talk to us when you're back. He might never get that note. Or he might, you never know. You don't know what happened to him.
I finished writing the note out of spite, and I bring it with us.
Wolfram, would you know what might have happened here?
Let's investigate. Let's look for signs of a scuffle.
Sure.
I still touch everything on the wall. Like,
Wait, you'll spoil the evidence?
things
Not
are
yet.
Still here.
Nuh-uh. You'll spoil the evidence.
Don't disturb the evidence!
Don't disturb the evidence! And I use Mage
I
Hand to
touch
stop
with
Saoirse.
both hands.
I use Mage Hand to
Both
slap
hands
Saoirse.
now, both hands.
I repelling blast her to stop her.
Immediately, the Spartians devolved into violence.
Hey, hold on, wait, have we taken a
21.
long rest already?
Not yet. You guys have not. Okay,
God, guys, I have no third level spells, by the way.
that's
Oh.
fine. You'll be fine.
Me
Alright.
too.
We'll be
If the
fine.
invisible voice in the sky says so, fine.
Okay. Well, it's not that hard to realize that definitely there was a scuffle here. It looks like stuff have been knocked over and what else would be signs of scuffle? It looks like
Is
things
there
have been
blood?
kicked around. There doesn't seem to be any blood. No visible signs of injuries or slash marks, burn marks. Nothing of that sort. And as you're investigating, you hear from the outside someone's approaching the workshop.
Oh, let's hide and see who they are.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are hiding inside the workshop. Everyone roll me stealth. I will take
Man,
the
I have a
average of your
problem
stealth
with my
rolls.
roll 20.
Nat
Can you
20s.
roll for me? Voice in the sky. My roll 20 is not
Sure.
loading right.
Skill check
Thanks.
stealth. Sure, Casimir.
It's like this is with people saying like, oh, the Lord is in charge of my life.
You want me to say
Jesus,
how I'm
take the
hiding?
wheel.
You want me to
Jesus.
say,
What?
you want me to RP how I'm hiding?
How are you hiding? With a
Do it.
6, what does it look like?
Can you show the other peg?
Sure. This
Or
is
can I do it? Am I able to do it?
no sure. This is what Kasim looks like when he's hiding.
Behind the book.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm the book, holding up a book.
Yes, you pretend to be bookshelf.
Oh, it's not appearing. Why isn't it appearing? Anyway. Sure. With an average roll of 15, you guys, it's not that hard to hide in this dark room.
Oh,
What
it's
you-
average. Okay.
Yes. What you do see, there's a man in the green Adventurous Guild uniform. He walks up to the open door, and he brings out a large piece of paper and starts nailing it on the door.
Oh, okay.
You guys doing anything as he's doing that?
We just listen. But we all
Does
hear
he,
here's
does
like,
he, do I see him wearing anything?
He's wearing
clothes.
he's wearing the Adventurous Guild uniform. I mean, every time you go to the guild, you know that the receptionist and the staff, they all wear this green outfit, similar to
Yeah.
what
Mm.
Kurt wears. So
Oh.
this guy, he looks like he's wearing a similar outfit.
Why don't we talk to him?
Yeah. Seems like an adventurous guild.
Okay.
I go to him without removing my disguise.
You're
Okay.
Can we like
You weren't really hidden to
surprise
begin with.
him?
No need. I think we can just ask him up.
were.
Are you going to attack him? What do you
No,
mean
no,
surprise
no,
him?
don't do it. Just ask him like what he's
you
nailing on the door.
doing here?
Oh my god. Yeah. I go to him while still holding up the book.
Okay, Kasim walks up to this guy, and he's startled definitely as you approach him. He says, "Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. If you're looking for the guy who owned this shop, he's been taken in, and he hands you a copy of the paper that he was nailing on the floor. This is what it says."
Taken in.
Taken in. Oh, let's read.
And what does that even mean?
Maybe he was charged for bad items.
It says,
Oh.
so
You know what? You know what? I knew it! I knew it!
yeah, it says he scratches his head and he says, yeah, so he's currently being held at the Adventurers Guild. If you still need to talk to him, if you have complaints about it, you can also file that to the Adventurers Guild. We'll combine your complaints with the other one that we received and we'll put it in his case file. But yeah.
Is this legitimate?
Oh,
though?
man.
Who made the charge against this guy? What's
But
his
he's a
real name?
nice
Is that
guy, though.
He's friendly. Whether he's a forger or not, we don't know.
Well, we almost died at one point.
That's
when-
true. His
Remember our first adventure?
His
What do you
inventions are
mean
subpar.
at one point.
The quality
Okay,
isn't so
multiple
good.
points in time. But he's still a nice guy, you know.
He's friendly, but his stuff is a bit substandard.
So wait, do you have more details about the charge? Like who is charging him? What exactly was what were the details of the specific case? I'm asking you that, I'm
Yeah,
asking
the guy says he's there's this group of adventurers. I don't really know their names. They were complaining about something he sold to them, and which resulted in the destruction of property. Yeah. Oh, and there was this other thing that which he thinks about it for a while as he's reading the note. It says upon further investigation, we discovered that that he isn't really the real Amatsumara. So he's been charged with fraud and impersonating a deity, which is
Damn! How come we
probably
never figured that out?
punishable
Did we
by
inside check him?
Because him look at Dandelion squarely in the eye and says, "I always knew."
Oh.
And then he will ask, well, how are they sure that it's not the real Amatsumara? Is the real Amatsumara somewhere else?
Oh, I don't really know. I think best to talk to the guild about that. I just deliver papers.
Sure, we might get a job to look for the Amatsumara.
The real Amatsumara.
Was there ever an Amatsumara in this pantheon? I've
That's
always
fake.
wondered why he wasn't with the house.
Well, the guy says, I don't really know. Maybe. I mean, there are 100 deities out there. Who knows? Like, there's probably a deity for fish or something, or the sea. Even though there's no sea in the city, he scratches his head. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have more papers to nail on doors. And he starts to walk away.
Can I see if all his papers have writing on them or are some blank?
You notice as he walks away that all of them have writing on them. They're very
Okay,
large
okay.
pieces of
wow.
paper.
He's a legitimate.
He's legit.
He's legit working.
He's
Where?
Do we
legit.
have any blank papers in our possession? Can we just like offer it to him?
What do I do with this? Why? He asks.
Or your troubles.
It
sir.
seems like an important document.
Sure, he
We
takes
see
it
this everywhere.
and he continues to. He walks away, but this time he like walks backward as he's watching you guys until he's a safe distance before he just bolts.
Not that scary. Come on.
So is it now in the afternoon?
Yeah,
we were just
sometime in the
spending
afternoon.
some time. I guess we can start
Go
taking our rest.
Oh,
Yeah, you can take a long rest if you want to. It's been a long day.
Okay.
you wanna visit the Matsumara first?
In
That's
prison?
where we're gonna go take a long rest anyway, right?
There?
In the
Yeah.
guild.
In the venture in the guild? Well, maybe you
Isn't he in
want
the guild
to?
hall?
Oh, Amatsumara, you mean? At the guild
Yeah.
hall.
Yeah.
Did I say Amaterasu?
Or
No,
like
he
just
said
the
Amatsumara.
street. Like is
said
anything
Amatsumara.
stopping us from sleeping on the street? Was it gonna
There are
affect?
no laws
affect the
on
impact?
sleeping in the
Pride.
street.
But why would
Is it
you?
gonna affect our recovery rate? I don't think so, right? We
Not
can just
really.
sleep anywhere. Just kidding.
Mhm.
Okay, let me put you guys on the map as you decide what to do.
I would like to long rest.
I would like a long rest.
Alright.
Let's say we
Yeah.
go back home, we have dinner, we long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
We have dinner. We do the usual. We talk to Jamie.
You touch
in
everything.
a friendly manner, touch everything,
Mhm.
try to get a glimpse of our goddess, bully Kasim, the regular
Yeah, you have this
Oh my god.
routine.
nice downtime montage where you guys are eating. You're hissing at Kasim, and he reacts
He's
as if you were again insulting his mother. And, this time, as you go to Jamie's room, he sees you. He's about to step out, sees you coming, steps back in, and closes the door. And as you try to open it, it's now locked. And unfortunately, you still don't see Amaterasu anywhere in the house. You haven't seen her in a while.
I wonder if she's really around.
You think she may be
We've
busy.
seen her before.
You've seen her around the house. It's
She
just
might
that,
be at the 5th floor in the alternate. I don't know.
yeah, in the lab.
Yeah, the lab.
In the downtime, can I go to Beldroth?
Sure, he's there today. His real person is there.
Yeah, there.
Oh, hello there, Kasim.
Aw.
Hey, Beldroth.
How have you
Uh,
been?
Lots of stuff happening. My back kind of hurts.
Sure.
hurt. Just a little bit right now, in fact.
Oh no, that is not good.
Help me. No, I'm kidding. Partly kidding. Not really kidding. But anyway, if any what do you call this? I mean, anything happening within the city recently from the stuff that we've told you, despite the fact that it's only been within the day, but still, it's been almost a full day. Right?
Hmm. Well, I heard that the House of Inari is no more. Jamie told us.
Yeah, we were there.
Oh,
See?
so you were the ones involved. I had a feeling.
But like not in a bad way. Just
Did you
just
kill
for the
Inari?
record.
No.
Oh my god, Kasim, fix this!
What? But you fixed this. You're the one who said something.
Because you look like the murderer. I mean, like you're the lizard in this group.
Wait, what are you
Racist.
saying about Blizzard? Like anyhow, we saved the physical house, but apparently not the metaphorical house.
Yes, when a god dies, their house gets disbanded and people feel sad as they lose the powers of their deity. It is known.
Well,
It's like a big
Uh,
summary of everything we tried to learn during the last during the last few days. So thank you.
hey, did any houses get punished or something? Wouldn't any houses get punished or perhaps disappear?
Oh, what? Punished for what reason?
We assume it was another house that attacked Inari.
Was it at the House of Var?
Oh yeah, what happened to the House of Var?
Oh, didn't you know Var is dead?
Oh,
Wow.
Do you by any chance have like a photo? I mean, like a painting of what Var looks like? We saw someone we thought could be Var, but we weren't too sure. Nobody could confirm. So
And
Var?
how did Var die?
I'm not sure. I just heard from our spies and our friend, the Master of Whispers.
we'll fill you in late. I whisper like we'll fill you in later, Kasim. But know that it's also not our fault. Or maybe it was. I can't say.
This
And
is
then I
Is
wink.
Kasim
both
looks at
eyes.
you in Kasim just stares at you blankly with the intent of trying to convey the very complicated message despite a blank stare, saying that, oh my god, we're trying to be stealthy about this. Don't say it.
And then I wink again with both eyes.
the Belga says, "Well, fortunately, I have seen Var before. We've had some dealings with her in the past. I can recreate an image of what she looks like." And he puts his hand out as a magical image of Var appears, and this is what she looks like.
I'm interesting.
Isn't this
Ah,
her?
yeah. Yeah,
Isn't this the one that?
Huh? Mage cover mouth. Mage had to cover mouth.
We might have had a glimpse of this person, but we were too busy saving the house, to be honest.
Yeah, I will tell you. This was the person you were fighting.
Okay.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, we're murderers.
What?
Quiet.
Mage hand cover searches mode.
So Beldroth, wait, so the House of Var was confirmed to be attacking the House of Inari, and was anything done afterwards?
Well, not that I
Oh.
know of. I mean, that just happened this morning. Everything's new news.
The Adventurous Guild surprised by anything?
Surprised. Well, they're surprised that the House of Inari was destroyed. I guess that's a surprise. Not a surprise for deities to die. That's a normal occurrence. Yeah.
Are they doing anything right now in response to this event?
Well, I heard from Jamie that they've taken back the wheat that the House of Inari had been given so that they could redistribute it back to the market. You know, with the famine and all, best to have a way to inject the economy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Anything else you wanted, young one?
Not at this point, I guess.
Sure.
Alright.
Have fun. Bye, I guess.
True.
Okay. You guys leave Beldroth's office. And you take a break, you take a nice rest, and you go to sleep, have some dinner, and you wake up bright and early the next morning. As the sun rises, your adventure continues. Where do you guys want to go next?
You have to check out Matsumara? Or the imposter?
We should check her out.
Wait, can we review what we have on our plate right now? We have this escort mission. We have there's the thing with the Matsumara. We acquired like a side quest from Steel Bjorn?
Yes.
Dear
Yeah.
Bjorn.
We have the Apollo thing, which we're completely ignoring until the last minute.
Because it'll advance time too
Which
much.
is like a main quest, by the way.
That's the point. That's why we're doing all the side quests first.
So what else do we have on the plate?
I
Dang, we have so much.
that may be it.
Yeah, I feel like
I mean, those are the quests that came from actual people who asked you to do stuff.
Which one?
Those were the quests where people
yeah.
actually asked you to do stuff.
Yeah, aside from all the hullabaloo we've been seeing in the streets and in the
Yes.
alleys of the town, right? Yeah.
But we just turn a blind eye to, you know?
Yeah. Let's go visit Amatsumara, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, you guys head on over.
Let's go! Vamonos!
The Adventurers Guild. You get to the guild and you ask the receptionist about the Matsumara. She says he's in the dungeon. You know, the art lady who has been the receptionist that you've met for the longest time tells you that Amatsumara's in the dungeon, and you go to him. The guards, the warden lets you, and he says he does have visitation rights. So he does let you speak with him as the warden brings you to his cell, and you see him sitting down he's alone in his cell. It's a pretty standard cell with a bed and a toilet and a small faucet. He's not chained or tied up or anything. He's just sitting down, and he sees you guys coming, and his eyes like open wide as in surprise and excitement, and he runs to the bars and he says, "Have you come to free me?"
Not really.
We're not even
I
sure.
look away.
We're not even sure. We're not even sure anymore, you know. But we're sort of here to see what's happened. I mean,
What would it take to free you? What got you in here in the first place?
Well,
Are you really who you claim to be, or are you an imposter?
he
as
scratches
they
his
say?
head. He looks at the warden who's already walked away, and he like motions you guys to get a little closer. He's going to whisper something to you, and he says, okay, look, listen. I was arrested in my workshop for the claims on destruction of property or something, and I get thrown in here, which I guess is fine. But then a while later, these guys come back and they say that I've been charged with fraud as well, and getting charged with destruction of property. That's fine. It just costs money, but getting charged with fraud,
He acknowledged.
the punishment for that is death, and that's a bit more permanent. Yeah. So yes. I've known you all for a long time, right? You know me, your friend Kaneko. I'm I used to be one of Amatsumara's chosen, and I own that smithy that Amatsumara used to own, and I run it for him. Yes. I never
So-
introduced myself as Amatsumara, right? And he starts winking at you.
I'd like to
Oh
Oh my
invite-
god,
I'd like to
who
invite
the hell is he?
Can I insight also? Oh no.
Sure, you can
Can,
roll
can we check
insight.
if he's lying?
Whoever wants to,
Come on.
to sense if he's lying or anything, you can roll insight.
Roll what? Inside?
Mhm.
Dang.
Sure. Not that hard. I mean, you guys know he has introduced himself as Amatsumara, but now that he's saying this, he's definitely like trying to divert that, as if he never mentioned it. That never happened. He shouldn't be charged with fraud. That's what he was trying to imply.
Yeah, but does his story seem true that he really was from the house of Matsumara, etc.?
He says, "Okay, I see that you guys are a bit confused, so why don't we all take a seat?" And he pulls up like a small stool he has on his in his cell, and he sits down. Then he realizes you guys don't have chairs, so he stands back up. So this is the truth that I have been telling you all this time. Okay, I was really Amatsumara's chosen. I used to be, at least. I was, in fact, his only chosen, the only member of his house.
What?
Amatsumara saved me from poverty. I was a local in the city. He saw me, he saw my potential, and he took me in. And I gained his favor because he found out I have this unique ability to identify and detect strong magical sources. That's how I knew where Storm Terror was, or at least the general location of where he was. It's a unique skill that I have. And Amatsumara and I became really good friends. We bonded over the pursuit of creating the ultimate magic weapon. But unfortunately, Amatsumara died in the labyrinth a while back while we were hunting for materials. And now I'm carrying out his dream of creating this ultimate magic weapon. And I think I have made progress, right? Yes.
Zim just stares blankly.
I shrug my shoulders and just look towards the wall like, oh, who is this guy? I don't think I know him anymore.
And Kasim, with your insight, you're definitely sure that he's probably telling the truth right now.
Okay.
He's being sincere with what he's saying.
So technically the charges are correct, and well, what?
Well, I never. I don't look. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I still have a lot to live for. Please.
Was the death of Amatsumaru
Mhm.
Amatsumaru, was his death never recognized by the guild?
I mean, no one announces if a god dies. They're like mortals whenever they're here in the material plane. If they die, they die. No one really knows.
But how come you're not sad though? If
You
your
mean-
god dies, usually you become sad. That's what you said, right?
That happened almost
I mean, like that's
3 years ago. I've learned to move on, and I realized that I want to carry out his dream.
So again, what do you want from us? Seems like your troubles with the Adventurous Guild, not with us.
Yes, yes, and this is where I need some help. Look, I don't really understand how the legal system works, but something
Yeah, me neither, but
something doesn't seem right. You see, when the Adventurous Guild showed up, they had the warrant of arrest on accounts of destruction of property, which fine, I guess they can charge that on me. May have caused some disturbances and all. And so they imprison me, and then they come back telling me that they found me guilty for both destruction of property and impersonating a deity without even having any sort of trial or whatnot. Something doesn't seem right. Why is this happening to me? I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe you know people. I don't know who can help.
I'm actually also not sure how to help you. We're kind of adventurers, not lawyers. So I don't know, guys.
Please, I have no one else to turn to. This is. I'm not ready to die. That's just it.
you know, it's like I do want to see you churn out more magic weapons. Would be interesting to see
Yeah.
what up.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then he starts to cry as he realizes that he
my
might
God,
just
he's
die.
crying. What does he look like again? Can you share?
Sure. This is him.
I look at the brochure of the Theos legal code.
He introduced
what-
himself as Kaneko.
Matsumara.
It's like Kasim looks at Wolfram, sees Wolfram looking at the legal code, and Kasim is like, "Yeah, that won't really help. No one follows that anyway."
Yeah, so like, I'm looking at. I just nudged Kasim's side. Like,
Hold on.
impersonating a god's not listed here. Is this a summary version?
This super like hardcore looking dude crying. I can't imagine. Oh no. Do we
Now
help
it's happening.
him? Look in this in this picture he's giving us tea.
Yeah.
Do we help him? But I don't know how we're gonna help him. Well, this is what I'll do. I'll just hold his hands and I'll go like, what's his name again? What's his real
Kaneko.
name? Kaneko. I hold his hands, close my eyes, and I tell him, shh, he's gonna be okay. The best we can do for you is to pray for you. and then I kneel beside him, and then I pray to Amaterasu. I'm like, oh, our goddess.
And darkness
Please bless
begins to
Kaneko.
form.
Oh, Materasu's powers.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
He's still sobbing. He says, the warden says they're gonna transfer me in 7 days to somewhere deep in the labyrinth before they execute me. I don't know why. Why is this happening to me? I just wanted to make magic weapons. And he continues to sob.
Did introduce yourself to us as a Matsumara,
No,
right?
I did, but no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Stop saying
Like
that.
even the pamphlet with your photo that was shared by the voice of God is tagged as a Matsumara.
He's just crying. He knows he's guilty right now.
Oh no! What about let's talk as a team? Like, what's in it for us if we help him? We're helping a criminal here.
Substandard magical weapons.
I mean, not just substandard, free substantial.
Free
So-
substandard magical weapons.
Fair point.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a personal blacksmith. I'm just saying. And to be fair, he's been pretty straight with us, except for his name and his quality of his
His
weapons, but,
identity.
That's like that's the entirety of a person, right? If you suddenly say that you're not, if you suddenly like pretend to be someone you're not, that's like 100% liar, I don't know. Maybe you're not really Kasim. Oh, just kidding. Who are you really? I'm just joking.
I slap Sarsha.
And then I like kick his head with my monk moves.
He's,
Roll
just
in the
he's still
dungeons!
crying. He's still just crying.
It's like I'd say let's help out. I mean, would be useful.
Isn't
again.
that purely illegal
You're
to
so
help him out?
nice.
Why is it illegal?
I mean, he's literally a
We're-
criminal by
we're
the legal code.
collaborating with the
Technically,
criminal.
so
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
problem.
Again, you know what? No one follows the legal code in this city. Apparently, we just saw
That's
two
what you
houses
think.
disappear and kill kill each other last night. So you know. Also, it wouldn't be
what
so
you
far down the
think.
road from where we already are, given the recent
Oh my
state of
gosh.
affairs.
Guys, are you hearing this? I don't know this man. He's the one admitting to doing bad things and illegal things here. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm such a goody goody two shoes right here. And then I just like, what do you call this action? I clap my hands up and what do you call that? I just like wash
Well,
away
it's like
the sins.
I say we help him. It's like he did give me this hammer, which is pretty good. Also,
You know
I
what?
need
The
to.
only
I need
weapons he
to-
has ever given us, I believe, majority of the time, only went to you. So maybe you should.
That's
have-
true.
You
You
don't
asked him
use
for
weapons.
Have you asked him?
Wolfram doesn't use weapons as well. Dandelion
Yes.
doesn't use
Alright.
weapons too.
Only you use weapons, and we all look towards Kasim.
Sarsha,
And
wouldn't
also,
you want a
if-
magical dart?
Oh. And then I look to Kaneko and I'm like, do you know how to
I'll
make
give you as
magical
many
darts?
magical darts as you want, just please.
For free? For free though? For free?
Yeah. How many times have I charged you? I never
I put
I
my
never asked you
hand
for any
like
money.
on top of my lips, like covering my lips, and I'm just like, unlimited magical darts.
Wait,
Where do we hide him though?
Sorry guys, I need to drop out. It's coming
The
back.
pain.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh.
Also, I just got the results, and it's affirmative.
Ooh,
Oh.
Anyway, later, guys.
No.
Sorry,
Oh. Oh,
that's okay.
it's getting pretty bad. Sorry.
Bye for
Okay.
now.
I'll
It's
try to join again.
okay.
I'll try to join again later if ever.
okay.
Praying
Kasim
for
fails his con
you.
save and has kidney stones. Okay.
Kasim
Oh
needs
no,
to
so
take
maybe
a
we can
short rest.
maybe Kasim is just like in the corner. After I bonk his head with my foot, he's like, oh
Yeah. Yeah, and in pain. Wolfram looks at Sershan and just goes, and then is disappointed that you bunked Kasim too hard.
And I'm like, oh no, Kasim, that was supposed to be a joke. But I guess jokes sometimes are half meant, you know?
Kasim is unconscious. Uh-oh.
Oh no. I look to Wolfram and I just go like, but if we do save him, where do we hide him? Like, where do we hide criminals? And then
I
suddenly,
do not
Is-
know.
what about the place where where we
Your
put-
favorite place.
What's
to put
that
people.
goddess say? Lofoon! Lofoon's house.
Oh.
There, what do you think? You could hide Kaneko there. Do you think Lofoon would agree? She already has. What's his name?
Pan.
Pan?
Yeah, she already has Pan. Like, what's one more? Maybe we should visit and ask. But like, and then I look to Kaneko. Kaneko, if we help you, just if, and we like dump you somewhere, but alive, is that fine?
Yeah, I think if you could just help clear my name of fraud, that's all I need really, because I can
Oh, you
handle
want
the
us
charges
to
of.
clear your name, not like
I
break
mean,
you out of jail or something.
That's also an option, but I don't really want to get into trouble. But if you do get me out illegally, I guess I can find. There are places I can hide in the city. I know. I mean, I have lived in the slums. I've spent my childhood in the slums. I know where to go.
No, Wolfram, he's trying to get pity points. But
I whispered to
unlimited
Sergeant-
magical darts, though.
Let's try to look for the actual warrant and file to see if we see anything suspicious before doing anything illegal.
Yeah, makes sense. It's just
Can we
pretty
do
weird.
that? Can we
Yeah,
check like
let's
the archives of the guild?
Yeah, go to the guild receptionist who you ask about the actual warrant, and she says, unfortunate. She's an orc lady. She says, unfortunately, we're not allowed to show legal documents to people. If you do need anything, it should be at the the records office on the second floor, but I don't think they'll let you have it. But if you do want to try, the second floor is the place to go.
Thank you. Then after I'll think, should we? If we try to sneak in this adventure kill, that's pretty bad. We should
Yeah.
technically work for them. So maybe.
Or we could wait for Kasim. I mean, we could
Dandelion
wait
to
for
make you invisible.
Dandelion, yeah, to make us
Miss, I do not have invisibility, so I can't help you. I can only destroy things. I cannot hide things.
Well, I can. I don't know what I can say. I can walk to the location invisibly with Dandelion self. That's all I can do.
Can we just walk around and just see where the door for the the
Sure.
records area is? It's technically still allowed.
Yeah, so
We could sneakily move around. Well, not sneakily. We have to blend in.
I actually
So,
have a map for the Adventurous Guild headquarters.
Ooh.
oh wow! Now we have a map for the guild. What an upgrade!
This is. Wait, let me add your tokens.
Wait. If there's a map, that means we're gonna probably fight or something.
Whoa. We're not doing anything illegal yet. We're just walking on the second floor to
Just
know where
walking
the records
around.
room is.
Oh, but this looks like a map for
Yeah.
like actual fighting.
I just made it because I had the feeling that you may end up sneaking around, so I made the map for it. This is the reception room. That's the
Oh.
receptionist. The door to your left that I have just opened. So you know you're familiar with the layout of it. So the door to your left that leads to the guild consultant. So that's where Bjorn is and Bjorn's offices
Ah.
and all that. The door to the right leads to the guild tavern. That since your house is a high tier house, you're allowed to hang out at.
Let's walk here because we've never been here technically.
Oh, what can you do in the tavern? I don't see anything inside. I only see
Yeah, I haven't
people.
populated the map because I made it real fast. So I just put the walls in, no furniture, nothing else, just people.
So it's
Where
under
are we?
development. We're in the guild.
Oh,
Welcome
welcome back.
This is
Adventurous
the
Guild
Adventurous Guild. I
Like
made
a
a
quick
layout of
update.
it.
Kasim
Okay, cool.
is out because of his stones. He'll
Yes.
be back if he's able.
Okay.
Now we're
Okay.
in the Adventurers Guild
We're just
because we're
trying
oh.
to interact with people, is it?
no. We talked to Kaneko and he does. Kasim wanted to help Kaneko because I don't know. Kasim's a good guy. I wanted to leave. I was already just praying. I'm like, let me just pray for you and your fate. But Kasim's like, oh, we should save him. We get substandard weapons, but they're free substandard weapons.
But did Kaneko tell us how to free him?
No, so Saoirse
No.
offered to illegally sneak him out, and Wolfram like tapped Saoirse. What if we actually check the warrant first, see if we find anything unusual, do it legally before we try doing anything illegal,
Yeah.
and that's where we are right now.
So it's
That's good,
either we contest the paperwork or
Review it first
legally
before
send him
you
away.
before you contest anything.
That's
Oh,
good.
right. We have to see it first.
Yep.
right?
Yeah, so we asked the receptionist, and then she said we can't share it to people, but the archives on the second floor have it, but they're probably not gonna share it. So we're like, okay, let's just walk around the guild hall first, just look around, find out where the
Oh,
archives.
let's see the.
the warrant.
No, I
Find
mean,
it.
she said the archives people have it, right?
Yeah, but they don't want to share it.
But
That's
she
what the
just said
receptionist
that. You haven't
No,
really
we haven't
spoken with the
talked to the
archive
archive
people.
Yeah, we haven't not yet. Then you popped in, so that's where we are right
Yep.
now.
So this is
Sure,
a
let's
layout
head
of the
to
guild.
the second floor.
Yeah, the east is. I was just saying that the east one is the tavern. The corridor you just walk through are the offices of the guild consultants, and the stairs are where
Ah.
Dandelion is in this area. You're going the right
Ah.
direction. If you're going to the second floor, I'll just bring everyone there.
Let's do it. Let's all go to the
Sure.
second floor.
Let's go.
So as you go to the stairs of the second floor, there are actually labels, which you haven't been to the second floor before, but you know that you're allowed to go there. So it says there that the first floor, which you are in, is the guild hall, the guild consultant's office, and the guild tavern. The second floor are the guild staff offices. You notice that as you do climb the stairs, everyone here is a oops, there are two copies of you. Everyone here is wearing the guild uniform, the green uniform that you're familiar with. Then the third floor, according to the sign, says the hand of the guild. So that's basically what it says. So as you guys go to the second floor, you do see there are stairs going further up. There's some doors to the south, and this guy over here. It says it looks like he's in a counter. Like there's a window, and he's just waiting there. He's also wearing a guild uniform. Yep.
Okay.
That's where you
I can
are.
walk around.
No one's stopping you. And you notice that there are no guards on this floor.
What's this door?
Ooh, what is that?
It just says meeting room outside.
Ah,
I'd like to
Just
open the meeting room.
Sure, open the meeting room.
Like they slam it open, bam.
Okay.
This is what you
Guys,
see.
this is really
The
a
meeting room
okay.
that you enter in, it looks very old, as in poorly maintained meeting room. Like the walls are made of concrete, but there are cracks all over the wall, and that look like they've been patched up by wooden planks.
Okay, guys. Time for a meeting.
Sure.
Okay.
And then I sit on the ground, like, oh, I'm
There,
ready.
shall we join them? Can you move
Yeah.
your token
So-
section? There, okay.
What can we do?
Do we have access to the complete legal code? Is the pamphlet I have doesn't mention any impersonating a god being a crime?
Yeah, you realize that it's just a pamphlet. That's probably not
It's-
the whole
it's a summary.
constitution.
Not the whole constitution.
They close the door.
I suppose,
So the
why not?
warrant is probably just yeah, sure. We close the door. We're having a meeting.
It's not closing. Aha!
So the warrant is a piece of paper. We need to find out what's written in it and
the-
who's-
yeah, like
who
who
posted
wrote
it, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if the warrant were to be gone, would they just release him given there's no warrant?
That seems unlikely. I mean, he's already behind bars. They won't just remove him from bars.
Well, you're not really sure how the legal code works.
Where can you acquire a copy of the Constitution?
I don't know. Maybe you can ask people in your house who are skilled in stuff like this, or you can find someone else who is. I mean, you have a lot of resources at your disposal. So up to you.
I
By
guess
resources, I
let's
mean people.
talk to the guy first and see.
Yeah, and
what
if
he
he'll
has
let us
to
like
say.
read the investigation or record or something of Matsumara.
Mhm.
Before we go though,
Before you do go, can everyone roll me a perception check?
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna
there's something in this room. Is there a rat in the room?
no idea. Just get a nat 20.
Oh, not 20!
You just did.
Get
That's
a
what
nat
Nice.
20. Easy peasy. Dandelion, as you're flapping, just loitering in this meeting room, you can hear that from the other side of the cracks on the wall at this particular corner. You can hear like footsteps and people talking and people walking around
On which side of the wall?
this particular corner.
This
Oh.
corner.
There are so the room has planks covering several cracks, and you can see that as you move a bit closer there, you can see that the cracks here seem to be quite large, and the wooden panels are more than in other spaces, which is probably why you can hear from across the room.
Does it seem like the wall is passable? Like, is it just boarded up and we can remove the boards, or
Yeah,
It's
so
just
now that you've noticed it, you realize that maybe if you remove the boards, you can fit through. The hole is large enough for a medium-sized creature to fit through it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ah.
But can we peek
Sure.
and figure out how many first are there?
You peek into the room. I'll just make a small hole.
Ooh, small hole. Picky.
Here.
Oh.
That's what it looks like. It's a large room. This is what it looks like. So it's a large room. Looks like a storage room. It looks very well organized. There are cabinets, there are shelves, and the sounds that you were hearing, there's people in uniform, in the Adventurers Guild uniform. They were walking into the room, getting stuff from cabinets, like talking to other people that they were in with the room, and then they get out of the room. So there are times that there are people in the room getting stuff, and most of the time it's also quite quiet as no one is in the room.
I think the warrant might be here.
Maybe.
Yeah, could be. It seems sketchy enough.
Hmm.
Do you want to pull off the planks? I'll cast Minor Illusion in front of it, so it looks like the planks are never removed.
Sure.
Sure.
I lock the door first.
I wonder
close
if
the door.
I wonder if Saoirse should be looking for the things.
I moved the wall.
Yeah, I can. Do I
Okay.
just go in?
I cast invisibility on Saoirse, and then
Wait, how are you removing the planks first? The planks are still
With
there.
force!
It's noisy. Wait, let's see. There's something to this.
We like just jiggle it until it comes loose? Is that
They seem to be nailed to the wall. It's like wood nailed on concrete. You can remove it, you feel like, with enough strength. You can probably pry it open, but you feel like if there was someone in the room when this happens, or maybe even in the vicinity, they can definitely hear something
do we
crumbling.
have anything that we could can we like use a dagger to like
For leverage?
chop chop
well,
I have a
we also
crowbar.
want
I have a
to-
crowbar.
I also have a crowbar. So we have crowbars. Can we use that?
Well, Wolfram could Misty step in.
Oh, well, you're right. I forget about that. Make me invisible and I'll Misty step in.
You can-
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
You'll become
in this setup,
uninvisible. You have to miss the step, then become invisible.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Wait, I just realized I don't have it in this current setup. Shit, I don't have Misty Step. Theos.
Okay.
Not in this character.
I don't know what spells you are, so
Mostly Kaboom. Let me check if there's anything remotely functional here. Let me check.
As you guys are
Acid
looking through, you see,
splash?
like, someone go in, he gets something from the files, he faffs about a bit as if like he doesn't want to work, he just lounges at the shelf for a while, looking at the sky before after like a minute or two he walks back out into the office.
maybe if we ask him to look at the warrant, he'll come here, pick it up, won't give it to us, put it back in, and someone from this room can at least see where it is, and we can get it later.
So it's easier to search.
Yes.
We could. Let's just ask him like if he can see the warrant.
So
It's like
someone just stay
outright.
here.
Okay. So how do we get rid of the wooden planks? I have acid splashed. Maybe we could melt through the wood.
Yeah, definitely, you can try.
I mean, we can do that after we know
Yeah.
where it is.
Yeah.
Because then
Okay.
we'd be searching. At least. Yeah. Who's gonna stay here?
I can stay here and watch.
I'll just keep the door
Okay.
partially open at all
I'm
times.
okay with either.
Okay,
Okay.
then I cast Minor Illusion here so that it looks like I'm not there. Even I'm just literally like poking right through the hole and
Sure, you create
Staring.
a
And I can
wall.
protect the door if ever. Or well, it depends.
just lock the door at least
Sure, you close the door again.
and lock it.
Okay.
And
Or there's no
lock.
locks.
There's no lock on this meeting room door.
I try to walk over to him. What does he look like right now?
So
Bored.
this person that you're approaching, yeah,
Oh no!
It's a-
Renzoid! I got stuck outside! You
Oops.
locked it! My token can't enter any.
You know what?
Out.
Forget about it. I'm just gonna remove the door. Just do what you guys want. Okay.
Can you also remove the plank?
Okay. Down the line, you approach this guy. He looks extremely bored. Like he's just with because nothing's happening. It's a very slow day in the Adventurers Guild.
I step over here, and who do I see behind him?
You can peek through the glass. It's not that hard to see inside. The room it's a large, spacious, what looks like an office. There are desks and office workers organizing documents and writing documents, and they look busy on the office floor. If that's what you see.
Hmm. Hmm. I approach him.
Sure. He looks at you and says, "Yes."
Um,
You
I tell
don't
him-
look like you're from the Adventurers Guild.
I tell him, hey there. What's your name again?
My name is Adam.
Yeah,
Adam is my
Adam.
name.
Adam. Hey, friend. I was talking to old Bjorn back downstairs, and he, you know how good he is with me. Asked me to do some errands for him. You know what it's like, us grunts, and I give him a wink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they have this troublesome fella. Says he got a warrant that he wants to review. Would you be able to help a guy out? The one called what's his name? Kaneko Amatsu.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any ID? I can't release any documents to non-guild staff members.
Ah, but this is for Bjorn, my man.
You mean Bjorn, the guild consultant? He's technically not staff. He's
Oh.
just a consultant.
Oh, he never told me that. Wonder why he's looking for it.
I don't know.
This thing must be interesting. Would you mind just letting me take a look then?
Not really. I mean, I will mind. I don't want to get up from my chair. It's pretty comfortable. Actually, I'm joking. I don't have a chair. I've been standing here for hours.
You know, man, I feel like you already let me down with the Bjorn thing. Could you at least let me off with seeing it so I can at least tell him what it's about?
Not really. He says, I need to see some ID. I can't just let you have the documents without proper identification. Those are the guild rules.
Sure. ID. I'll ask Bjorn about having someone else deal with it.
All right. Have a good day. Don't come back.
Where's the door to the?
Oh wait, I
archive?
read something.
Not
I
here.
could prestidigitate one for you.
We don't know what it looks like.
Let's observe staff
And
members and see what an
it doesn't last.
Let's see. How long will it last?
How long?
End of your next turn. So 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
That's a bit risky. It's too short.
How do we get our hands on one?
I don't think beating up the people in the guild's a good idea.
You don't say.
Does anyone have proficiency in forgery? Like a forger's kit?
Forgery?
Nope.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm a
No.
goody two shoes. Chaotic neutral only. Actually, di pala ako goody two shoes. This character
No,
is
you-
chaotic neutral.
You're a chaotic two shoes?
I can talk to people through their minds. Maybe I can like talk to the dude that's standing.
Nah, he's...
Convince him to give us. Like a ghost. I don't know.
I don't think you can
Sure,
convince
a ghost will convince him.
I don't know.
think that's how it
Would
works.
work? I would probably go like
I don't think
"Oh,
so.
I am the ghost of your grandfather ? I need that document to move on to my next life. I don't know.
So weird.
Will
You
that
can
work?
always try.
I would not want to watch you try.
I will stay away when you try that.
No, don't forget me. We're friends.
Or wait, I just realized. Can I just mage hand through the files? Because I actually have. I'm within 30 feet.
Oh.
You can
Ah.
send your mage hand in.
I send my mage hand, like just randomly opening drawers and like pulling out stuff that look like files.
Or half
Okay.
rank, by the way.
You know what? Roll me a flat out d20. See if you pick up
Okay.
anything interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's a
15?
15. You pick up and like you open a random drawer. You can't see that well. You just open a random drawer in the room and you pick up what looks like you have two choices right now. You can see from where you're standing there are two things that look interesting. There's this very large folder and there's this folder that looks dusty.
Huh. Can I grab both? They're less than 10 pounds.
Yeah, choose what you want to grab first.
Okay. The big one, the plump one.
Sure, you pick up this plump folder and slowly float it over, and you reach in your hand as you it squeezes through the holes of the planks. Somehow I mean some of the papers fall out, but you manage to pick it up, and you get through it. On this large folder, it says in front in bold letters. It says Tasha Igwilv.
Oh. Interesting. I put it down first and I try to get the thin one before anyone pops into the room.
Sure, you pick up the dusty looking one. It's not thin, I just said it's dusty.
Oh, it's just dusty.
Same thing happens. Not that hard to navigate since you have time, no one's going in the room. And in this folder now is labeled House of Var.
Oh, both interesting, but both not smart.
Both interesting, but both not what I need.
Both interesting. Can we still
Let's read them.
or something?
Let's read them. I want to. It's useful. Let's read the House of War thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
And
read
then
the House
Tasha,
of
like-
Var one.
What does
Yes.
it say?
Sure.
What's
you
it say?
You read the case file for the House of War. It does says case file, so at least you have a feeling you're in the right. You picked the right drawer to pull. It's talking about the trial that the House of Var had with the House of Inari. So it details the minutes of the trial because it was a public trial. As you're reading, it looks like the key points you pick up are this is a trial that lasted a while. Like it lasted for almost a month. And skimming through the minutes, you see that the House of Var herself in the trial was trying to she was using delaying tactics you can figure out because she kept trying to prolong the trial, claiming that she has evidence that's coming, but never came. That eventually, after almost a month, the guild concluded that they're guilty for hoarding the wheat, and the rest is history to you.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I look at the Tasha one, which is really plump.
Sure. The Tasha one is extremely thick, and you look at the dates of some of these. They date to about more than almost 100 years from the date to day.
Oh
Whoa.
wow! What
Whoa.
a badass!
It's
Such max level.
it looks like skimming through this very large file. You pick up that she has been charged on multiple accounts for several things: destruction of property, assault, murder, using magic to influence citizens, and all that. But it looks like at least all the cases you look through, she was not charged for anything. She was proven innocent or only had minor punishments. Like she was never imprisoned, she was never charged with execution or death or anything. Why don't you roll me a general intelligence check as well, as you try to
All right.
pick up more information from this case file that you just picked up.
Can I magical guidance that?
Sure. Yeah, not really sure. You just know that it's weird that she's been charged for so many things, but she got out no problem.
Maybe because she's so strong. She just
So powerful.
waltz
Mass
out.
suggestion. End of problem.
Yeah, she just waltz out like, huh?
I mean, she probably has 9th level spell. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, just walk out. Boom. Maybe we can ask Tasha's help
Perhaps
for this
Perhaps.
dude.
on
But
just
what's
how
in
the
it for
Adventurous
her?
Guild works. We could give her the file they have on her.
Oh. In exchange for, I don't know, lols and giggles.
In exchange
Does she
for
care?
advice.
I mean, this
Well,
will make her
It would
giggle. I
it
don't
would
know.
keep her more it will let her have more secrets.
But she was proven innocent, so I mean, technically there is no issue. It's like, look at the
Yeah,
paper. I
but
mean,
her enemies would be able to see what capabilities she used to have at least.
Oh, okay. Let's just pocket this then. Bam.
can we
Sure.
try to get more stuff from the For the room.
Sure. Why don't you roll me another d20? Let me see what you get.
13.
13, you pick something up, like you pick an adjacent drawer and you pick it up. It's a small file. It just talks
Okay.
about the guild, and it's a guild organization chart. So it says that and you realize now that you've never really thought about how the guild works. It operates with their leader. It's just called the supreme leader in this file. The person doesn't have a name.
Oh.
And the guild's leadership is called the hand of the guild, and each finger is represented in that hand and it looks like that each finger has a purpose from what it looks like. It says there, so the index finger is the second in command, the middle finger handles safety and security, the ring finger handles guild organization, the pinky finger handles information and intrigue, and the thumb handles infrastructure and management. So the hand of the guild is like the guild's small council.
I see.
Paste.
Let's put back the VAR document.
Yeah.
That we want them
That's true.
to stay in bad light.
Yes. I used Mage Hand to return
She's
the VAR
already
document and
dead.
the org chart.
What?
I returned the org chart and the VAR file
Mm-hmm.
with Mage Hand.
Sure. You return those two. You want to
And
try
then close the
again?
drawer.
Or you're moving up?
If you keep offering, I'll keep saying yes.
Okay. Why don't you roll another d20?
E-
That's a
Getting
7.
worse.
It's even worse. It keeps degrading.
Let's see what you find. Hold on. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Oh, down here. You pick up a document that just says, that's just talking about the cost of repairs. You realize that there's, like, reading through the it's a purchase order, basically a purchase
it's a
order for a
PO.
service requesting for repairs on the east side of the guild for fire smoke damage. And you figure out that reading through it, it looks like the protest that Styrbjorn had a while back may have caused some smoke damage because they made this big bonfire. And they have requested service from someone to repair that smoke damage on the second and third floor exterior.
Are there signs of fraud in the PO?
You're not sure how to look for fraud in this video.
I return it. With Mage
It
Hand.
looks like a reasonable price, maybe.
Okay.
Why even are you looking for fraud in a random? Your inner IT auditor is coming out. Your FSS boy.
I return it
Okay.
and
perfect.
close the cabinets neatly.
Sure. So you pick up Tasha's case file. That's the only thing you kept with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess. Do we know when he's gonna be tried for?
In 1 week, he's going to be sent to some place in the labyrinth for his
Yeah, he
execution.
mentioned that the warden said that in 7 days' time he's gonna get sent somewhere in the labyrinth to be executed.
I'm not sure what more we can do about him.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything blatantly illegal. He's technically
not-
he broke the law, so
Yeah.
So we
I
only want to
think
do
I
it
should talk to the guy who's
legally.
standing for a long time. What's his name? Adam?
Adam.
Yes, Adam.
Go down the stairs.
I go down the
Do it, let's
stairs.
Your
do
party
it.
goes
Let's try
down the
it. We're
stairs.
running out of options. Why not? do
Gesture
the-
towards Saoirse to come down. Like it's like he's had like, come on, come down.
Is it this guy? Is it this guy? Who am I supposed to
Yes.
talk to?
Yes,
Is this the
that's
guy
him.
who can do who has access to the paperwork?
Well, he looks like the receptionist of this. He's in the window.
So maybe I'll just be afar, and then I'll try to talk to him telepathically, pretending to
Okay.
be his long lost grandma.
Go
Use that
downstairs.
paper.
Your two party
Give him
members
some.
leave you. What do you say to this man
What?
telepathically?
I'll go like, Adam, do you remember me?
What? Who's there?
It's your great grandmama.
I never had a grandma. What are you talking about?
that's what they want you to think.
Okay.
Wait. I hate his voice. Your great grandmama needs some paperwork to move to the other side.
What?
Would you mind grabbing them for me?
He's just
For your
confused. He
great-grandma.
says, "Oh my god, I think I'm going crazy." He looks back at the office. He says, "I'm taking a break," and he walks back into the office.
Hey
as
guys,
he-
he's taking a break. Do you think we can steal it now?
We already did by Mage Hand.
I don't know. Now we all three can try to look for something.
No, he's still there.
Dang.
I mean, there are more people inside.
Yeah.
I guess there's no choice. We have to illegally save the dudes. And,
Or we just
What do you
don't.
mean? We could
and
just
then we'll-
we could
we
just
could
wait
just not-
for an opportunity.
Because technically, yeah. The warrant is correct in a sense.
We also need to do an escort mission.
Oh yeah, that thing. That thing.
Wait,
Legit.
side quests.
Yeah, we've not been escorting them. Let's escort them. First, let's get Kasim.
That will
I
take
guess they're
long
still
enough that he'll be
waiting
dead by
in the
then, though.
lobby. Oh, really?
Wait.
Yeah.
No, dead? No,
Yes,
that's
he'll be
7
dead if we
days,
do
right?
the escort.
How
Yes,
long
but
is
it
the
takes
escort?
5 days to go there
the
to the 5th floor.
That's true.
What if we do the that side quest and then we meet him in the labyrinth? And then
How?
Ow.
I don't know
That's hard to do.
because
We-
he's supposed
we
to go
won't
there
have
for
the
his
time.
execution, right? I guess maybe we can ask Tasha's help. She's our last hope. And then after that,
true.
sorry Kasim, he's gonna just die.
True.
Guess he's dying.
I don't know, Kasim, are you back? I
But
think I saw you.
Tasha
join.
was busy
Oh, wala
yesterday
siya.
when we tried to talk to her.
You're right.
Let's see if she has some advice.
Sure.
Okay,
We
let's
head
do
over to
it.
Tasha's Magic Emporium. Fortunately, the doors are unlocked and you manage to enter. This small wooden shack turns into this huge magical store with bits and bobs floating around, and the inside is way larger than the outside.
Mhm.
Tasha's there at the counter. She sees you and she smiles like with a as if meeting an old acquaintance. Oh, you have returned. You seem to be returning to me every day. Please don't ask me for more magic items. I have not found what you're looking for yet. Is there something else that you needed?
Yeah. And then I nudge Wolfram. He has the documents, right?
I hand you the documents.
Oh no! And then I hand the documents to our spokesperson, Daniel.
You guys are passing around
I
this.
don't have
It's a
enough
huge
charisma for this.
folder. Like the folder's like this thick, like several, almost a book thick, and you're passing it around.
Like college student.
Dandelion will give the appropriate greeting to someone of Tasha's eminence.
What is the
as
appropriate greeting?
he looks her in the eye, bows down to his waist, flourishes a hand as he says, "Tasha, Dandelion is
Mhm.
back."
I can see
And
that.
we happen to have come across some provenance. We realized that you had a lot of, or there was a lot of information gathered about you in particular, and we wanted to give you the opportunity, let's say, to do with it as you will. And I will hand her the big stack of documents.
She gets it from you. She starts skimming through it, and she like laughs a bit and says, the good old days." And she just says, "Okay, what do you want me to do with this?"
I tell her, well, you might want to stay a woman of secrets. Is this something you would want the public to continue to know about?
Well, the public probably already knows, but I guess most of the people who know are either died of old age or maybe they're still around, but they don't really care. But yeah, I guess I'm appreciative of you bringing this to me. Is this a gift? And she like holds it up and then it starts to light on fire.
I tell her, one of many more to come. Your favor is something we truly seek to have.
Why,
But
thank you.
about that, we were looking on some guidance. This document in particular teaches, I mean, we did need to read it a bit to figure out what it meant, but it kind
Mhm.
of told us that you have a certain, I don't know, is it mastery? Is it talent with dealing with the law of the Adventurers Guild?
She, as you say that, her face changes a bit from her cheery disposition. It's like she gets a bit serious. She says, I've not really my talent. It's a assistance from the deity that I used to work for. But that is long a long time ago. It's been what, 30 years since I've last been charged with anything.
I see. Well, say no more. What I guess we wanted to tell you was we came across an acquaintance who was set to or was set for um execution, and we wanted to give him a fighting chance. You know, he seems to be a dreamer, like me, like you. I Dandelion says.
Oh my god. Okay, I grab some random popcorn. I don't know if there is any. And I just sit beside Wolf and like nom-nomming away.
I
Oh my god,
prestidigitate
this is
some
such a
butter and
show.
salt. I add butter and
Delicious.
salt
It
and
tastes
prestidigitation.
absolutely delicious. And Tasha
Yes.
says, I'd love to help, but honestly, I don't understand how the legal system of the city works. It again. I just do things, and when things go south, my sponsor aids me, and she says that with a little distaste in her, as if she she doesn't want to mention that person.
I
And
see.
she
Well,
says, she continues first. She says, but I'm sure you have your own connections within the house, or maybe you could find someone who's more skilled with legal handling. There are a
Mhm.
lot of. I'm sure there's a god of law, she says,
God of-
somewhere. Maybe you can ask them for help.
that's a good
Hmm.
point. So you mean to say if a house were perhaps to sponsor this woeful smith friend of ours, he might have a chance?
What I'm trying to say, the sponsorship of the person I used to work for extended far beyond normal reach. And that is how I was able to escape. Or not really escape, but fine, I will call it escape from the clutches of the Adventurers Guild. But again, if I know one thing about how the city works, is that their legal system is a mess. I'm sure there are loopholes to exploit and reasons to justify this man's actions, whatever it may be. But I'm not the right person to talk to. I do things for people, I blow things up. I'm not really one for the talking and the navigating the legal and political landscape of this city.
Well, it was good talking to you about it then. Till
And
we
I
meet
thank you for
again.
this as she wipes the dust or the ash from her hands of the now of what's left of the case file that you handed over to her.
Till we meet again, I look back at my team.
Farewell.
Seems like we need to look for someone who's more knowledgeable with the law.
Do you
Makes
think
sense.
the Materatsu would know?
Uh,
He could just live in the undergrounds of our mansion, Amaterasu.
it doesn't seem like she'd have the pull to do this.
Vard is the only one with the contract.
God of
What
contracts.
other
is it?
options do we have? I think we've ran out.
Uh,
seems gonna be
We
so
have
sad.
100 resources.
Did we meet God of Law? I don't want. I mean, we could
Thor?
just.
You could
not
ask
Thor's
people about
lightning.
it.
We asked Tasha, like, would you know who's the local god of law?
The local god of law? Not really. Maybe some. Don't you have like a counselor for something like this? Or maybe someone in your
Bjorn!
house would know.
To
She
talk to
says.
Bjorn.
Yes.
Yeah.
My iris is
okay.
dilated and realized, oh yeah,
Beldroth.
Bjorn! Or Beldroth.
Oh yeah, they both could help.
Let's ask Beldroth first.
Okay.
He's
Is he
farther
normally-
away, isn't he?
He was in the
Geometrically.
house.
Yeah, he was in the house naman.
It's
Like,
roughly the
physically.
same distance.
Okay, let's go to Beldroth.
Sure. You guys head back to your house.
Dun.
Alright. You head back to the house of Amaterasu. You talk to Beldroth. Okay. Fortunately, he's still in his office. He's there. Oh, you've
Nice.
returned again 2 days in a row! What is it that
We
you
missed you.
want? Oh, thank you. I didn't.
Rude? Like I lagged for like a few seconds. I'm like, did he just so
Oh no,
rude,
no,
Beldroth.
don't
That's why you
take it
don't
the
have
wrong way.
friends.
I was saying I didn't miss myself. Did I say that I didn't miss you? No, I didn't.
Nice save, but this is why you don't have friends. My
Who says I
gosh.
don't have friends?
You're
I
not
don't know. I did. Don't you know
Sure.
Dandelion? If you don't know Dandelion, you're literally.
I know Dandelion.
nobody.
That's him. And he points at Dandelion.
I give
That's
away.
not what I meant. Okay,
I'm Dandelion.
anyway.
I am indeed the man called Dandelion.
Okay.
The
So-
one and only.
Did you come here just to chat? I don't mind. I'm not busy.
Seems like Wolfram has some.
Yes.
What was it? Questions of law.
Yes, yes.
I'm not
Law?
particularly interested
after-
myself.
Did we
Lot
get
of
a
reading.
copy of like the note on the door?
Yeah, the guy gave you a copy.
Okay. I'll hand him the copy and ask like, so, this person who was like charged with fraud. I'm just wondering, how does the legal code work for this? Like, is impersonating a god a crime punishable by death?
Oh, you're talking about crimes.
Yes.
Not really my specialty. I do magic stuff, but I know someone who can help you.
Oh,
Have
Please
you
share.
met the Master of Whispers?
oh, not
What?
yet.
I see. I see. Uh, you. I think it's about time you meet you met him. It's not really a secret. His name is in our house. I'm not sure if you know this, but there are a few leaders, and you might have noticed it in, like he points outside the number of offices here. So there's me. I'm the Master of Stars. I handle all the magical stuff and all the mystical stuff. And I also run the lab on the 5th floor. Then there's Miel. This is Beldroth, just to remind everyone. And then there's Miel. He's the Master of Coin. He handles all the financial things and all those, like, money, logistics, and all that. And then there's Jamie. I'm sure you've met him. He's the master of the house. He's also Amaterasu's second in command. And then there's another person who doesn't have an office here. His name's Torai. Her name's Torai. She's the
Torai.
master of whispers. She doesn't have an office in the house, but she does have a place called The Nest.
The Nest.
Like what? The nest?
Somewhere in the
The trees? The birds?
no,
I
the
hand
outer
him my
ward.
map.
He
I
points.
offered my map and asked him to note it
Yeah.
down.
He marks a location on your map. He calls it the nest. It's where Torai and her little birds gather. If there's anything related to sneaky intrigue things, busting someone out of jail legally or illegally, Torai is your woman.
And if we plan to meet her, is there any like secret password? Any?
Oh no, you can just go in. The nest, it looks like an orphanage. You'll find her there. Just tell, she knows you're from the house. She definitely
Okay.
knows. She knows a
Nice.
lot of things. He says.
And I just thank you. Then I look to the rest of the party. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Where's Tarai now?
Yeah.
The nest.
She's
Right here.
probably there. If she's not, then she may show up at some point.
And would you know what type of person Torai is?
She's
Like,
very
how can we get favors
secretive.
How
But
can we get favors or something?
I don't really know. She does hang out a lot with Miel, but that's all I know. I don't really talk to her that
Dandelion.
much.
Dandelion will practice his impeccable insight. He will first ask Beldroth, does Tarai happen to wear masks?
Does Torai happen to wear masks?
Yes,
She-
yes.
uh,
Does she wear masks? Does
yes.
she hide her identity?
She's I do see her always wearing that bird-like mask.
And Dandelion will try to remember a few facts as if it's in his mind, and he says,
Mhm.
does Tarai is she interested in how to put it? I'm guessing she's someone who's very much comfortable in the dark, right?
Yes. Yes, she does enjoy the darkness, I think.
I see. And does she this Tarai woman? I feel like I've met others of her type. Does she like tying people up?
Tying people up. Bell just laughs at your suggestion. Well, she is a guild spy technically, maybe yes. I don't know, tying people up for whatever reason. I don't really mess with her. She's very secretive.
I see. Dandelion will look over at Saoirse and say, "Yeah, this lady's might not be my flavor. Got into trouble way back dealing with these types. Still feel
got
the
into
knots
trouble
around
way
my
back
my hands, my ankles, my neck. Never mind.
May I roll for insight?
Who are you inciting, Beldros or Dandelion?
Dandelion.
gosh.
Sure.
I'm puzzled by wait, what I hear. I'm like, oh,
Do what you want. Okay.
At a 13, Dandelion is recalling some bad memories back with you.
okay.
I was wondering where this was going.
I look away and try not
Such
to
rich
pay attention to
history.
this.
Lead on, Saoirse and Wolfram, to this Master of Whispers.
Okay.
Okay.
If
You guys
say
settle
walk
so.
over.
Sure. So you get to the marked
Love
location
it.
on your map, and indeed it does look like an orphanage from the outside. It's like a small, modest building. There, you open the door, it's not locked, and you go inside. There's a lot of children like running around, eating in the kitchen, playing games. And as you step in, from behind you, someone whispers and says, "Well, I see that you finally made my acquaintance." And she appears from behind you, closes the door.
Oh, she's expecting us.
and
She's expecting us.
It is indeed Tarai, as the picture depicts. She's wearing this mask, and which looks like a bird mask, which probably like you seem to figure out, in case you haven't yet, that okay, nest, little birds, bird mask. Okay, she has this bird thing going on, and she sits in the corner and says, "Well, why are you here?"
All right, so I'll go straight to the point. So we know a smith named Kaneko who's accused of impersonating the god Amatsumar, which technically he did, and supposedly the sentence is death. Is that right? And is there anything that can be done, hopefully legally, to get him out? It seems a bit harsh for his crime.
Well, if you do impersonate a god, the punishment is death. That is how the law
Okay.
works.
Okay,
Is there
legally.
anything else you know about this person?
let's see. He was also accused of destruction of property, which he openly admits. He used to be like the chosen of Amatsumara, supposedly. Would you know more about him? Like Amatsumara died about 2 or 3 years ago, and then he kind of took on the mantle and impersonated him, continuing his work.
Amatsumara, I haven't really heard that much about him. What's so special about this guy, and why do you really want to save him?
Well, I feel that yes, he did commit a crime, but it seems overly harsh. Plus, also, he is a fairly talented smith, and I recall, like, well, sort of talented. Sometimes explodes, and it'd be a waste.
Yeah,
It
he
would be a
makes
waste.
free weapons.
He
Like
gave you free
magical.
weapons?
Yeah, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but usually they work and are kind of dangerous. And he's not that bad of a guy. I mean, I don't think he deserves to die.
I
Does he?
see. And you say that he was charged with impersonating
Fraud,
a-
yeah.
with fraud, and he was
Yeah.
arrested for fraud.
Yeah.
For impersonating Amatsumara.
No, he was arrested for the damage.
And
The
also
warrant for
fraud.
fraud came later.
He was. I see. And do you know who charged him with fraud and who charged him with?
Unfortunately, no.
No,
Like we look at the warrant again. I mean, we look at the pamphlet again. Does it say anything? Who charged?
No, it doesn't say anything. But she,
Oh.
Torai continues. She says, "But it is intriguing that he was originally charged with, he was arrested for destruction of property, isn't it? And
Mhm.
you're saying now that he suddenly gets charged for fraud afterwards? Was it the same group of people who charged him, or has someone suddenly charged him with fraud out of nowhere?" The way you describe your story, it seems like the latter.
we don't really know
We
specifically.
don't really know.
but
The pamphlet just
could-
lists both.
maybe you could help
Maybe.
us find out, or let us know how we could find out.
I do find this strange. Number one, I do find it strange that you're interested in this smith who creates weapons that don't work. Any particular reason you want to save him?
Well, he doesn't seem like an overly terrible guy, so it would be kind of unfair for him to die.
Sure, I'll call it sentiment then.
Yeah,
And then-
that sounds reasonable.
The second weird thing is getting charged with fraud out of nowhere. It's odd. I see two potential options right now. If he's been charged with fraud and then he's going to be executed after a certain time, did he mention anything about his execution? They would normally have it
Yeah.
publicly if it was something this big.
Oh, it's not.
public.
Like he said that next week they're planning to bring him to the labyrinth and execute him. That is very strange indeed.
The labyrinth, you say?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now I'm interested, she says, and she like gestures you to follow her deeper into the house, out of earshot of the children that are running about.
We follow.
She says, "I see two options right now. You could help me find a way to legally discharge him, but I would need the actual case files so that I can find loopholes. Now the guild might be lax with the implementation of the law, but if they're exposed for double standards, then they might reconsider. The other option is if you say that she's being transferred through the labyrinth in 7 days, you could try to free him there, and depending on which path they would take, knowing the guild." You said, did he say where in the labyrinth he's being taken?
Like the 5th floor, I think, right?
The 5th
Did I
floor.
Did I remember
Did he?
that correctly? I really forgot.
What's
Well,
it
if it's
for?
somewhere beyond the 5th floor, and if the guild does want to keep it secret, they would, I surmise, take the special route, she says.
Special
that
route.
special route, not through the highway, is somewhere you can ambush someone. There's this path. It's called the Susland Pass.
Susland.
It's a faster route that connects the first floor to the fifth floor, and it only, instead of taking 5 days, it would normally take a caravan 1 to 2 days, depending on how fast they're going. But that would be the best place to ambush someone in case you do want to take the more direct approach, he says. Now, attacking the Adventurers Guild in the Labyrinth isn't entirely legal, but since it happens in the Labyrinth, there are ways to exploit legal loopholes. So long as you don't, outright say that you're from our house. And this case of yours has become intriguing to me. I do want to know what happens to it.
Oh, intriguing. The magic word.
That is definitely intriguing. Thank you for your help. And I look to the rest of the party, like, and just like give them the, so what do you think look?
I think we should. We still have a few days, right? They're gonna
Yeah.
not leave until 7 days.
Mhm.
So maybe we could first
The legal method.
try to get the paperwork,
Yep,
while waiting, and then if all else fails, then we do like an ambush. Oh my gosh, we're turning into
that's
legitimate criminals.
She says,
That's why I wanted
again,
to do it
it's
legal.
not entirely illegal to attack someone in the Labyrinth.
Can you tell me more about why?
The laws don't apply in the Labyrinth. That is why I find it weird that the Adventurers Guild wants to execute someone that deep in the dungeon. If someone attacks them while in transit, you can't be punished for that. But it will shove a bad reputation to the house if they find out that you're from the house of Amaterasu. So long as you keep that secret, it's not entirely illegal to attack them.
Dang. So I think we just have to not call Amaterasu or use your blessing. I think that's one. And then two,
And besides, it's just
like,
darkness.
where are our marks located?
It's in your arm,
Mark.
which you always keep hidden. As again, I said, most
then
people
should be
keep their marks hidden for this specific reason.
For shady shit.
I guess we're fine, right?
But do you want to go illegal already? That's kind of drastic.
Let's do the lesser evil first.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
steal the
less
paperwork.
illegal.
He reminds you. I think you have it the other way around. It's illegal
Oh.
to steal in the city.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's talk to what's his name again? Not
Amaterasu? Amatsumara.
not Amatsumara.
Oh, before you go, if you do decide to do the legal route, she says, I have a little bird in the guild that can help you.
A
oh,
real, actual bird, or is
Literal
this
bird?
like a person?
Yes, I'm not sure if you've met her. She's the guild receptionist, the orc lady. Just tell her that
Oh,
that the mother hen needs some assistance, and she will
oh,
give you that assistance.
oh,
Now it's
oh.
like a super secret agent type.
So what's the
role.
legal route again?
Find loopholes in the.
She says you can free him legally, so long as you can get me the. Well, I believe I can find
Paperwork
loopholes if you can get me the case files. But stealing is illegal. That I remind you. But I have some people in the guild that may be able to
Uh-huh.
help you.
Okay.
So
Just
again, I
can't
remind you, doing
believe-
illegal things in the city is illegal.
It's illegal.
Doing illegal things outside the city is not entirely illegal.
It's just weird that stealing the paperwork could get
I
us
didn't
in more
ask you to
trouble than
steal the
ambushing
paperwork.
Technically not stolen because an employee is checking.
outside.
Since
We
the
need to.
receptionist
We
is just
need
checking
to.
out the paperwork.
We need to skillfully acquire the paperwork.
Skillfully, because technically it's not stolen because it's an employee who's checking out the paperwork.
Okay.
The
Okay.
The-
Okay, you guys said
the guild
so.
receptionist's name is Eliana, by the way, in case you have not asked
Eliana.
her yet.
Oh yeah, we never did. Eliana.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we head there?
I would like to make a guild, adventurous guild uniform. This guy,
Sure. That takes
Ah.
you 10 minutes, is it?
not sure, but I'm not in a rush. So
Yeah,
I'll
sure. You
take
spend like a. If you're willing to spend some time, you can hang out in the house of Amaterasu, get some. You know that Amaterasu. This is something you didn't realize until recently. That Amaterasu has like a group of people knitting stuff for her, like needing tailoring stuff for her. Like they
Oh,
make
that's so
kimonos, they
cute.
make outfits and stuff. So there's a lot of clothing related resources in the house that you never really realized until you decide to make this Adventurers Guild uniform. Not a. You need to wait. Let me just take a read on the disguise kit.
Oh, can we have like an upgrade of clothes? Wow, suddenly
You
iba
can
na
look
yung
fashionable, but again, you
Oh,
don't
I
really
would
want to
love
tell
that.
people that you're from the House of Amaterasu.
All right, but it would take some time for them to create clothes for us, right? So
Not
I don't want
really.
like a very fashionable headpiece, nice socks. Wow, socks. A new kimono. My character's wearing a kimono-like outfit, right?
hmm So it takes a long rest to create a disguise if you want.
Do
Okay,
we need a disguise
so
if we're asking
no,
the
just
receptionist to get it for
checking
us?
if I could make it before we got back. Something to
Mhm.
consider next time we long
Mm.
rest.
Yeah, next time,
Yeah.
yes. At least we know.
hmm So far, you still have the disguises from the House of Var, the guard uniforms that you made some time ago.
Yeah, I have that.
Sure. You head to the guild.
Yes.
Okay, let me put you guys back in the guild. Just because
I
I
think
have the layout.
we should also ask Kaneko more about what happened to Amatsumara.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
You go to the
Let's do it.
dungeons first, and Kaneko is indeed there. What do you wanna? He says, you see him in the corner sobbing, and he sees you guys, and he says, "Have you fired? Am I going to be free yet? Am I a free man? Please."
Dandelion just nonchalantly says no. But we do have some questions.
Okay, what
And then
is
I
it?
hold his hands again and then proceed to pray and chant loudly. Like, oh goddess Amaterasu, I pray for the soul of this young
Might
fraud.
wanna look for a remove curse after she's done.
I don't want to be cursed. I already am.
So tell me, Kaneko, I'm a man of many epic activities, and the death of your god surely must be more of a story to tell. What happened, really?
Well, it was 2, 3 years ago that this happened. We were, I don't know if I mentioned to you, but the reason why Amatsumara and I got well along, he was an amazing smith. He created the best weapons, and I had this ability to find strong magical sources, and our partnership went a long way. So we were looking for this power source somewhere in the labyrinth. I forget exactly where, and it was unfortunate that there was this troll who attacked us. And it's not that we aren't skilled enough to fight it, but a troll's a troll. It bested us basically.
And where is his body now?
Well, I don't know if you've seen a deity die, but when a deity dies, their body returns to their plane of existence as it turns to dust. So his body's nowhere. Maybe somewhere in the outer planes. I don't really know which plane. But yeah, no body.
Okay. And would anyone else remember you from your time as an apprentice?
I don't think so. There were only 2 people in the house, me and Amatsumara. I mean, I've dealt with a lot of clients in the past, but I don't know if any of them will remember me.
Hmm. Hmm. You know, you have that sense for the sources, right? And after a bit of digging around, we realized it was a bit weird they were bringing you to the dungeon. And we happen to have seen a lot of manufactured arms and armor inside the dungeon. I might venture a guess you might even be, how do we put it, pulled in to add more to that horde. Might be put up for labor, so to speak.
What do you mean? I don't understand. I just don't
Well,
want to die.
the good news is, if we figure out that's the case, you won't die. Might be for a bit of slavery or forced work to craft armor, but that's a bit of sunlight at the end of the tunnel.
I guess if I don't die, that's fine. But honestly, I don't want to be a slave either. If I'll be honest with you, but I do agree. If so long as I'm not gonna get executed, that's already fine. I just don't want to die.
Of course. Anyhow, we have to be talking to an Eliana in the guild.
Okay, bye. As you leave the dungeon and head back to the first floor. And indeed, Eliana, the the half-orc receptionist, is there.
I nudge Sersha. Hey, it's your friend.
Your friend.
Hey! Eliana! It's been forever. How are you?
Oh, hello. I'm surprised you know my name. Not many people ask it.
Eliana,
I'm
oh
sorry,
my
I don't
gosh,
really
we're
know who you
tight.
are. I mean, I've seen you around, but what are your names again?
Oh my gosh, Eliana. I am hurt and then I pretend to be shot by an arrow and like move backwards. Ah, Eliana. My gosh, you don't remember us? How could you?
I mean, I remember you pass by here almost every day. You talk to Bjorn, right? Bjorn's your counselor, and yeah, that's all I know. I don't really know your
and
names.
then I
She
received like a
says.
piece of paper from Wolfram, and I'm like, right, I remember now. And then I go close to Eliana's face, and then I put my mouth near her ears, but like my
she's
cheek
like
is
already
slightly,
stepping back as you approach her.
and like my cheek is like 1 millimeter away from her cheek,
So awkward.
and I'm like,
She's
the mother
sweating.
hen, the mother hen needs assistance.
And
And then I slowly move back, like face to face, nose almost touching, and then I blink slowly.
she like looks at you with surprise, and she says, "Oh, what help do you need?"
Oh. And then I'm like, that's all the paper says, Eliana. Just give me a second.
Talk to Wolfram telepathically, and he'll just tell you the answer.
I mean, why don't you guys talk to her? Do you not like talking to Eliana?
I'm like, I did the thing. Oh, right. I remember now. And then I look back at Eliana, and I'm like, Eliana, the mother hen needs some papers. And then I look back at Wolfram and Dandelion, and I'm like,
You
I
need
just say,
something from the
Amatsu-
guild?
Matsumara's. I go closer and whisper a Matsumara's case file.
Why are you whispering?
then-
It's not.
are you whispering to me?
She asks,
To Eliana.
"Why are you
Ah, okay.
whispering? It's
Okay,
not illegal to
wait.
ask for help."
Oh,
Wolfram,
okay.
can you whisper in the other ear so we'd be like, you know?
That's so awkward.
I'll
Well,
take her
so-
left ear, you take her right ear.
I'll just back away and look at Search and like, what the hell?
She
That's it.
she
Well,
actually
we're
takes a
super
step
secret
back
spies.
also as you guys
But
are
this
having
is-
this.
This is what James Bond does. Anong name ni James Bond sa world na to?
James.
Uh,
What?
No.
How do you know that
Jamie
there's
Bond, played by Jamie. I would assume that's what secret spies do here.
She says, "Okay, you need something from the records.
yes.
Come with me."
All right,
She
we
brings you to
follow.
the second floor. You go here. She talks to Adam. She says, "Hey, Adam, I need some files." And she brings out her ID and gives it to him. She says, "Yes, sure. What is it?" And Ilyana looks at you guys and she like nudges. Well, go ahead.
All right, we'd like to review Amatsumara's case file.
Amatsumara. Sure. Give me a second. And she disappears. And it takes like a good 5 to 10 minutes of you just standing awkwardly, and Ilyana's like tapping her foot, and she's like whistling just to keep the awkward silence from filling the room. And after like 10 minutes,
Wait, while there's awkward silence, I look at her and then I wink.
Oh.
and she like just continues to like raises her shoulders and like and continues to whistle. And she's not really a good whistler. Like
Oh my
she
god,
tries.
Christine's a great whistler.
She tries.
Sam would be here.
And Adam returns, and she says, "Unfortunately, this person you're calling Amatsumara Kaneko, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking at the records. It says that Kaneko's case file is not in the room. It's currently with the middle finger of the guild. You'll have to wait for him to return it." And she gives her name, Eliana back her ID, and she just continues to daydream. And Eliana says, "Well, I'm not really sure how I can help you there. The middle finger's office is on the 3rd floor. No one's really allowed to loiter on the 3rd floor. But if it is with him, yeah, we'll have to wait for him to give it back if you really want to read through it."
Liana, would we at least know who were the people who filed for the warrants?
Well, I don't personally know. I'm not really involved with this Kaneko person. You'd really need the case file if you want to know more.
I see. We'll try to see what more we can learn then.
And would you know when the middle finger's returning?
Well, the middle finger's in the building. He's currently
he's in the
talking to
3rd floor.
someone. No, his office is in the 3rd floor, but I saw him head to the 1st floor. He was talking to one of the counselors.
Okay. Would we be accosted if we went up to the 3rd floor?
I mean, you can take a peek. I know there are guards there. They'll probably usher you back down here because you're not really allowed to loiter.
I guess it's well, thank you for your help so far.
Yes, if you need anything, the little birds are always watching. And she starts to walk back downstairs to the 1st floor. Where do you guys want to go?
We go to the meeting room.
We go to the meeting room.
Yes, you guys go back into the meeting room.
Okay.
I call Sasha to come over to the meeting room. Come on.
But my grandchild.
I close the door.
Okay.
Do you want to cast invisibility on yourself?
You
And take a look at the 3rd floor?
Let's go stow away and get those paperwork.
But then it might not even be there. It's like, okay, his
Do you
office is there,
have
but he
the
holds.
tech magic?
Kasim does.
Kasim pala, no.
You can have
Might
Kasim
need-
here if you need him to cast any spells.
Yeah, let's say Kasim is here. Like, he's just very quiet. He has a horrible.
He's been
stomachache or
following you
something.
guys quietly
Because
from
he has a
behind.
kidney stone, so he's like writhing in pain while following.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to talk because he's in constant pain.
I was thinking I could get 2 people to be invisible up there, but I'd want one to have the tech magic up so they don't trigger any magical wards if there are any.
I look towards the Kasim who's writhing in pain.
He says, I guess I can do that. He says.
Is that what you think he sounds like? We've been playing for months. And was like in your head.
I think maybe myself and Kasim,
Mhm.
Fair enough.
or and Sersha. I mean, I could make all of us invisible, but that's not
That's
exactly
expensive
stealthy.
and a bit unnecessary.
only
Is Kasim
concentrate
wearing
on
heavy
it.
armor?
Oh, you can already do that, right?
Yes, I can.
Kasim is wearing a breastplate.
Ah, okay, so no disadvantage.
Hmm. Hmm.
Can he?
I just
leave his
need him
breastplate on the
to-
floor. Joke.
It doesn't give disadvantage. I
Yeah,
just need him
exactly.
to keep an eye out.
Okay.
For
He'll cast
magic.
detect magic if you want him to.
Okay, he casts it.
Cast
I-
detect magic.
Cast
Concentrating.
invisibility on myself and Kasim.
Okay. You're
Okay.
also concentrating, and you're both now invisible.
Hooray!
And then we try to sneak up to the third floor.
This is now the symbol for invisibility.
Can I pilot Kasim?
Sure, let me give you control of Kasim. 1 sec.
Hooray! I can see.
How do I
Give,
do that?
give everyone control of Kasim.
Kasim. Oh no, he's gonna have a seizure. People will keep moving him left and right.
Can be controlled by everyone for the time being. Okay, you guys should be able to move his token.
Hooray! Yep, can move it.
Okay. Wolfram and Saoirse, what are you guys doing as your friends disappear from your sight?
Maybe we just stay in the conference room. It's a safe,
No
not so
one's
shaky
using
spot.
it.
Yeah, no one's using it. Seems cozy.
Okay. You guys head on over to the second floor.
Yeah, or
Invisibly.
we could be on standby near our friends. I don't know.
Let me add the aura.
It's okay, the third floor is not that big. You
Okay.
guys go to
Ooh,
the third floor.
cool. Ooh,
The
people.
third floor, just beside us. Guys, I'm so close.
So you guys head on over to the third floor, and you see. What do you see? I mean, the
People.
layout's pretty much the same as all the other rooms. There are 2 doors to the left and 5 doors to the right. You read, and 2 guards that you can visibly see. They're just standing there. They're not really paying too much attention to what's happening, and you guys are invisible.
What's with the doors on the right?
Yep. So you take a look at the signs on the doors to the right. Each one looks to be labeled with a finger. So from the top, it starts with the pinky. So pinky,
Ooh.
a ring, index, a middle, index, and thumb. In that order.
Ooh.
And
Oh.
to the left, you see that this one says boardroom, and this one says
Oh.
supreme leader.
Hmm.
Kasim, as you're standing in the middle of the room to see if you're feeling any magic, you detect that this room
Uh-huh.
has abjuration coming from it, as well as this room, which is the room of the index finger.
Which is the second in command. Okay.
Second in
okay.
command. Okay.
So
But
Aside
then
don't-
again, it's
from
not
those are the
too-
only and as you move a bit closer to the supreme leader's room, you detect a bunch more other spells there. Sorry, not a bunch more. You just detect. Sorry, it's across a wall, pala. You don't really see the rest, but you see abjuration, and there's probably more magic on the other side of this room.
Okay, like to the door, you can feel it leaking through. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
and there's no more doors there. So they'd probably take offense at the door suddenly opening.
Yes. Does the door have a glass window on it, or is it
No,
completely
it's
solid?
like
wood?
made of wood.
They'd freak out if a door opened.
Hmm.
I look at them. Do they look bored?
They're just idly standing there, like
Hmm.
regulars. You know how security guards are. They're like twiddling
Okay.
their thumbs, not paying attention, but also like I mean, there's only one entrance, so they don't really have to guard much. They realize.
So they're looking straight at this door. I mean, they're idly looking at this. If it opens, they will see it immediately.
If it opens, it's closed right now. The wind definitely cannot open this door. You think
Yeah.
to yourself, and you also think where could the wind be coming from? But yeah, if it opens, it will probably look suspicious.
Yeah. Can I peek through the keyhole? Or the keyhole is not big enough to peek through?
You can peek through. There's no one inside.
Okay, no one inside. Anything immediately suspicious in the room? It looks like an office.
The room looks very organized. It looks like an office. Like there's a desk. You can only see the desk from here, but it looks clean in the room.
Okay, so nothing immediately suspicious. Okay.
Do we know if the door is locked?
You try to like turn the doorknob a bit. It's not locked. At least this room isn't.
Okay. We need to distract the guards.
Yeah, but but the middle finger's downstairs, right? And he's literally in the building.
Yeah, so
Do you want to just like follow him around and then just observe him if he seems to have the file? It might be on him, not in his office.
we could check out his room while we're here.
Okay, let's
if we
see.
can.
I'm thinking, what if
Create opportunities.
What if I make noise in the wrong direction, like maybe here, so the guards will look there, then you subtly open the doorknob.
No, we need them to run out, to be honest. Like, if you
Let's
made
see.
a shout calling for guards come from the stairwell, maybe?
Let's see. Does he have thaumaturgy? Let me just check.
No, a minor illusion.
The people downstairs could be doing something. You guys can communicate with each other using your sending stones.
Okay.
Let's see. Minor illusion. Thinking. Calling them for snack time wouldn't work because they're probably supposed to be guarding stuff. Calling guards would alert the whole guild and make everyone panic.
Would want to cause some panic in this building.
Yeah, that's a little bit nasty.
Whose door is this?
Sorry, which one?
The bottom one.
It says the thumb.
The thumb.
You
Infrastructure.
feel through the
safety
door.
management.
This one is locked.
Okay, it's locked.
Oh, I just realized something. If I
How about-
stand here, well, the guards know I'm there. Like, if one of them goes there and just cast minor illusion in front of the door, so the door looks closed, but we're slowly opening it using Kasim or Dandelion
Sorry if you stand where?
here. So let me just move it temporarily, but I have not moved
okay,
there. Let's
sure.
say I can't move. I'll say second floor, like
There you go. If you stand
here,
where?
yeah, here, and then crouch down and minor illusion in front of here. So the door will always look closed even if someone's opening the door.
Okay. So the stairs look like this is the bottom of the stairs. This is the top
Okay.
of the stairs. That's how it's structured. There,
Okay.
you can attempt that, but it will be a roll.
Yeah, because it's a potential to be seen, which is a bit risky.
Yes.
We don't want to get seen.
How about this door? Is this door open?
That one is the door of the pinky finger. This
Pinky.
door is dang it, where is he? This one is not locked actually.
Because they could probably see me if I do that. We don't want that happening.
Thoughts.
I'm already concentrating.
Could they suspiciously open a different door so they look in that direction and they investigate that when they go into the room we want to?
No, there's two of them.
Yeah, so I want to get them to the wrong room. Like they'll say, "What's this? Suspicious," and they enter it. They investigate it. Like, "No, just the wind."
Must have been the wind.
They're idle, right?
Yeah,
They're
they're just
idle.
standing around.
Checking spell lists. Oh, Casima's gust of wind. Must have been the wind.
What is this strong wind suddenly appearing?
We'll probably get spotted instantly. He has silence. Guiding bolt, fog cloud.
Mm-hmm. What do?
Thinking. Minor illusion. I'm thinking what if I can minor illusion something useful. I could prestidigitate the smell of fart.
And
I mean, would we be able to distract them if someone came up to distract them?
Probably. I suppose.
Not quite sure though if that really makes sense.
Let's see. I'm checking prestidigitation minor illusion. What can be done?
could always try.
I wonder, okay, let's consider first. What's the worst that could happen if minor illusion fails?
They'll probably say, "Well, what are you doing?" And then they might like pursue.
They'll be on alert. Nah, they wouldn't
Alert.
see that you casted it.
Well, they might, but based on the location, it is possible to look in my direction and see me.
Yeah, if I'll tell you mechanically, if Wolfram attempts that, he will make a stealth roll, and if he fails, he will be seen casting the
And it
spell.
will be quite bad. So
I mean, I could cast minor illusion.
But won't that break your concentration? Oh. Can you cast my illusion?
not-
while-
It's not a concentration spell.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
it will break your invisibility.
Yeah, it will break my invisibility. Well, I guess, yeah, then I can't really cast it.
Yeah, you really cannot. If I cast it, I will likely be seen, which is not good.
Just have to roll high.
That's a problem.
You have magical guidance. You have
That's
ways
true.
to make it work.
Still, that's true. It's like having advantage. And what's my stealth score? 5?
That's decent.
Do you want to try it?
You have to believe in yourself.
That's risky.
Got to believe.
Like around magical guidance, I got an 8 and an 8.
You got 2 8s.
2 8s. But I need to find a way of like disappearing in case they spot me. What's my?
This is what happens when you don't have Misty Step.
Yeah, you'll just
Yeah.
be at the bottom of the stairs. It'll take the if you wanna run, you can do that.
Okay,
Let's
I'm just
try
checking.
it. Let's try it.
Yeah, so like physically, this is where you will be on the second floor if you try to cast a spell on the third floor.
Okay, first I will cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, like while in the meeting room. Then so at least I can run really, really fast if I need to. And then I will try to minor illusion in front of the door, so that if it gets open, no one will see it being open.
Sure. So you create an illusion of a closed door.
Closed door that looks exactly like that door.
Okay. Sure.
So
You're
let's do the
concentrating on
stealth.
Expeditious Retreat. Roll me a stealth roll. That's
Is that enough?
16. Hold on. You will contest your stealth.
Roll low.
Wait. Just realized. Whisper toggle.
I mean, they are pretty distracting.
They don't notice you.
Nice. They don't notice.
You try as best as you can to whisper this spell, thinking back on your meta magic options that you should have chosen. So you had that option to choose subtle spell, but decided not to. But still, with your own skill, managed to cast minor illusion subtly enough for Dandelion to be able to. For Dandelion to open this door without people noticing. Okay, you open
Can
this
you-
door.
Okay.
Inside,
Snoop.
uh,
I don't. Unless Kasim sees something magical, I don't need him in.
yeah. So Kasim standing outside does not really see any magic in it. This room is very organized, and you can see at the side there's a map of the city, and pinned on it are several articles. And you look through on the desk. The first thing you see is Kaneko Iamoto written on a
Oh.
folder.
I open it and read it.
Yes.
Sure, you open it and read it, and you can see here that he was it looks like someone filed a complaint on the guild regarding Kaneko's what do you call this, for selling weapons that cost an explosion, and the explosion cost their house, their literal house burning down. That's why he was this is why he was being charged with destruction of property. Now that was the only thing that these people charged. They're coming from the house of Geffion, who you have no idea what that is.
Geffion. Spelling?
Bunch of
Geffion.
homeless people.
Yeah, so the house of Geffion, who they're the ones complaining and who are charging him. Reading through the case file, you're looking for keynotes. You don't see anything about the fraud or anything from the house of Gefion's report. But later on, you see appended later that he was the additional charges on Kaneko was fraud and impersonating a deity. It doesn't say who. Like the space where you would put the name of who charged them is blank.
Oh.
That's all you notice from your skim through of this case file. And it says here the punishment is he's charged with a 500 gold piece fine for the destruction of property payable to the House of Geffion. And the other charge is execution on the 10th floor of the labyrinth, the city of Actium, which you know is the largest city on the 10th floor of the labyrinth. And there's a date on when he is to be transferred. You do see that the suspicion of there are instructions there on the execution of the punishment. It says they're to be expedited as soon as the escort party is ready, and it does instruct them to go through Susland Pass.
Ooh, sus.
Susland. Yeah, land of Sus. Okay.
So do we? But if we take the fight, it'll raise suspicion. If we leave, it will. Will
I
we
wonder,
have enough data?
does
Torai did ask you to take the case file because she needs to read through the actual document to
The
figure out
actual
what
thing.
to do.
well, they notice it's gone, so is she gonna put it back on her own?
You have no idea.
We don't really want to steal.
Yeah.
Could you make forgeries, which are like, oh, nah, we don't have time to make a forgery. It's only a few
You
minutes
have an
here.
R.
But no one has proficiency with forgery kits, right?
We can just write it down. I mean.
Yeah, just-
copy the whole thing.
Will that be enough for her? Like, let's say you copy. Can you copy it verbatim quickly? Like any ability to do it?
Writing. You don't.
You
No,
can-
I mean, like,
yeah,
there's
you
a lot-
can
there's a lot
spend
of
an
power.
hour
Well,
copying the case file. It's not that long.
Yeah, okay, not
Dandelion
that
can
long.
try to do that, but if you do that, your invisibility will be almost out, and that's the only thing you can do before leaving this floor, before your invisibility expires, unless you cast it again.
Well, the other fingers do seem very interesting.
If you want to cast
But
invisibility again,
Perhaps later on, once we know how to
Yeah.
better distract the guards. Okay, I'll do that. I copy it.
everything.
You copy
And
the
then I
case
leave.
file and leave, just in time as you step on the last step going to the second floor. Oops, I can't move you there.
You close the door, right? Behind you, right?
Yeah, I closed the door.
Okay, good.
As you step on the last step, your invisibility drops, and both you and Kasim become visible. Fortunately, there are no guards on the second floor, so no one notices you become visible as you appear here. Adam Adam doesn't really realize what just happened. He just notices that you guys are at the floor of the stairs, and he doesn't really react to it.
Okay. I say, looks like we got what we came for. Susland Pass. Which floor is that?
Torai mentioned that it's a a path from the first floor to the fifth floor. It's a shortcut connecting the first floor to the fifth floor.
Oh, we would. I wonder if Adventure Taxi would have used that when we do our escort mission.
I don't think so.
Well, since this is on the 10th floor, technically we could do the escort mission since we'll start from the 5th anyway. And still need to go to the 10th floor, but then the timing is off, right?
Yeah, let's just go back to Torai first. Just give her your copy of the case file
We go back to Turai.
Sure.
with the copy.
You get Kaneko's case file, and you get out of there, back into the city. You head over to the nest. Torai is there. And actually, as you enter, she's not there. Then she appears behind you again and closes the door behind you and says, I see you've returned. Anything interesting?
Will you hand the copy of the case file? Well, from the, it's not just Dandelion.
It's not with Dandelion, it's with Saoirse. Dandelion's hiding.
Okay.
What?
Then I hand it over. Then.
A copy of
To-
the case file.
It's a nest? Are we gonna go to the nest?
Yeah, you guys are
We're
back
already
in the
there.
nest.
Okay.
Torai looks through the case file. She says, interesting. I already see a few intriguing bits from this case file. The first thing is, no one really charged Kaneko of fraud. Or at least whoever did, whoever wrote down this case file may have forgotten to indicate who it was. She says, why don't you return to me tomorrow? I'll take a read through this, and I'll let you know if I find anything. Yes?
Sounds good.
Okay. But just for the record, he's gonna get killed in like a few days. So
Yeah, I asked you to return to me tomorrow. It's
Tomorrow?
not like things are going to happen.
yeah, but
Tomorrow?
just saying.
Soon enough.
Just saying.
By the
If
way,
you suddenly don't see us tomorrow, we gave up. No, just kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
any other interesting facts that I need to know about this person as I look for legal loopholes?
Who, like Kaneko?
Yes, and his case. You say that he was impersonating a god named Amatsumara. I did some looking into it, and indeed, whoever this Amatsumara is, he is deceased.
Yeah. You're right. That's also what he said. And he also said that he wanted to pursue the dreams of Amatsumara. So that's why he still worked in his workshop. He wanted to do magic weapons or something
So he
like that.
continued crafting magic weapons, claiming it to be made by a deity.
Actually, I don't remember because I've never used it.
I look at Kasim's weapon. I look at Karavnos. Does it have a seal of Amatsumara?
It does have a Matsumara seal, as in the same.
Holy shit, he's an illegal boy for real!
I borrow Karavnos and show it to Torai. This seal.
He made this. How exactly did he make this? It's interesting. It is indeed a magic weapon, she says, and gives it back to you.
Not that, right?
But the craftsmanship, although a bit shoddy, I can feel it's been imbued with some strong magical power. Do you know how he made it?
Not sure
Or
how he
how
made it.
it
After,
was? Yes.
well, after he made it, we had to get struck by an air elemental to charge it up.
You had to get struck by an air elemental to charge it. That's an interesting method of powering a weapon. And he instructed you to find this air elemental?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I will look into it a bit more. Okay, very well. If there's nothing else, then I will read through this case file that you have copied for me.
And Wolfram remembers. Oh yes, and also he mentioned that the original Matsumara died when a troll attacked them 2 to 3 years ago.
I see. And they were in the labyrinth when this happened?
Yes.
You say, I searched about Amatsumara. There's nothing much about his house. In fact, I don't think he was officially recognized as a house in the Adventurers Guild. And you say that this man was his chosen?
He claims to be.
He claims to be, yeah.
Does he have any special abilities that may intrigue Amatsumara?
When I look at Kyle, it's like, well, he made this, I guess.
Okay, then.
He had the ability to look for a powerful source. For
Oh, yeah, right.
He has the ability to look for powerful magical sources. What exactly do you mean by that? Did he explain?
Well, he definitely understood where to find the storm elemental that we charged this with. There's some merit to the claim.
This man may be more interesting than I originally thought. Okay.
What
will-
if they're not gonna kill him? They're just gonna kidnap him. Dun dun dun, spy mode. Dun dun dun.
That's what Dandelion already
That's what Daniel's
said.
been saying.
I know, but suddenly Saoirse's like,
So she just realized
I was
that.
just realized it now.
she's like an airhead. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Dandelion's there at the back. Like, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Okay, she says, okay, leave me be. I will read through this file. I may have an approach that I can raise up to them.
Cool.
If you excuse me, and she walks deeper into the house, leaves you to the children running around.
Are we allowed to like follow her? Out of curiosity.
You
or-
can if you want to.
Do you want to? I will not. I will head out.
I'm just so curious.
Dandelion
I touched
will
the
not.
wall.
He shudders. Dandelion shudders. No.
You see that she goes into the room where she brought you in to have a private conversation.
Is that like a goodbye? Do we leave?
Dandelion's already outside.
I'm already outside with Dandelion.
Okay, fine. I go outside while touching the walls, or if there are bookshelves, like passing my fingers through all.
There are
this.
children that you could touch. Seems
I
like not a
also-
good idea.
I also
Whoa.
touch. No, like
No.
their faces. I just like.
Still
How
creepy.
tall are they? How tall are they?
There are
they...
different ages. Some are like teens, some are like 10 years old or such.
So I guess I just like, let's say I'm against like the left wall. So with one hand touching the left wall, like, oh, look at all this dust. And then with my other hand, I'm like, whatever child passes through the hands, you know, pack, 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 or something. Because they're running
they
around.
just watch you.
Sometimes they just no, if they're running around and
Okay.
play, they don't really mind, right? They hit whatever they hit. So I just put my arm out, right? And then if they hit me, then fine. Some kids like high five the hand. Some kids like try to move the hand. I don't know. But I'm just walking slowly outside. Like, oh, I just wanted to explore. And then I
Sure.
make my way outside. Mm.
All right, you're back out. The children don't really mind because they're playing around. As you smack, some of them hit your hand. They just look at you and they walk away.
Why do you use the word smack? That sounds so like bad.
Okay, where are you guys headed to now?
Where are we headed right now?
I just want to know what you guys are gonna plan to do. It's already 12 anyway. Just tell me what you guys are planning to
Well,
do.
from a timing perspective, we have to do this before the.
Yeah, so we
escort,
cannot do the escort
so-
first.
We'll just hang around until
Or I go shopping and buy a
the
breastplate.
Master of Whispers has
Sure.
news for us.
Sure.
But I don't have 400 gold. I'll need to steal some from the group treasure. I have 258.
Go ahead.
I buy a breastplate.
Sure, you buy a breastplate.
Hooray, now my AC is 18.
I have a
Nice.
very sturdy party.
Knock yourself out. You still don't have Misty Step.
I should get that next level when I can replace a spell as with a sorcerer level up.
So next time I should make you invisible because you can. No, I'm not sure if that's how it works. You can subtle spell, but it breaks your invisibility.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I should
Alright.
get Meta Magic adept so I get 2 more sorcery
Yes,
points
that's a
and 2 more
useful
Meta
feat.
Magics. Very useful.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Let me open shared treasure.
Okay. Good job, everyone. You managed to retrieve without technically breaking any laws.
Hooray! We did it!
The case files of Kaneko Iemoto, which is the full name you find out now
Oh.
of the fake Amatsumara. And you've handed
We
it
also
over.
got- We also got Tasha's.
Yes, you also got Tasha's case file, which you proceeded to burn. It now no longer exists.
Now we're among the chosen few who knows what she did in the past.
Yes, you know, she's been accused of a lot of things. Well, in the first place, only a few people know she's still alive.
Hmm?
So, yeah. And let's see what Torai has discovered the next day in the next session. Good job, everyone.
Thank you.
Good job, good job.
Good job. Thank you.
We did do illegally.
Alright.
You did it the most legal way possible.
The most
Were you
legal.
surprised?
Well,
It was an
We
option.
saw
didn't-
cool
we
stuff.
didn't like the receptionist.
Why didn't you like the receptionist? Eliana or Adam?
Adam.
Oh, okay. She's not the receptionist. He's just the staff member.
The staff. We
The
didn't like
documents.
Adam.
I didn't like Adam. He was so.
Yes. He did not follow his grandmother.
Indeed.
He even denounced having one. Then how did he even exist? You know.
You know.
You don't know. You don't know. Alright, I will just turn off my stream. Thank you for joining me. We will play again next week.
Yay!
Hooray.
Yes.
Hopefully with a kidney stone free Kasim.
Yeah,
Yes.
fortunately, you didn't have to do anything dangerous.
Yes.
Quote unquote yet.
Dangerous. Yes.
After accidentally killing 2 gods, this is, we deserve a legal
Yes, it's still legal.
legal session.
Good job, good job. You did the best. I think this is the safest possible outcome.
We could have done.
What did you think we were gonna
We
do?
could have ignored him and done an escort mission.
Which is also sensible enough, because technically he broke the law.
The more legal option.
The more legal
One
option.
legal option.
That's the most legal option.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Kasim has a tie to him, so oh well.
Oh well.
it's Kasim's friend.
Yes,
So.
it's Kasim's fault.